The biggest change to the Precision mobile range for 2023 is the brand new purpose-built Precision 5680 16-inch thin and light laptop, taking over from the previous 15 and 17-inch models where the chassis were shared with Dell's consumer range. We're going to do a bit more of an unboxing for this one since it is a brand new form factor for 2023. And so coming in this smart presentation box, the sleek new model is packaged with 100% recycled and renewable materials, even including the sleeve made from shredded plastic. Alongside the usual documentation in the box, we find a 165 watt power supply, taken over from the 130 watt power supply of the previous generation to help power those ever more powerful components. However, this is still very compact to throw in your bag. Also, now that a HDMI port is actually included on the PC, there is just a USB-C to the older USB-A adapter included. With its premium aluminium chassis, the Precision 5680 certainly looks the part. It's hard to convey the size differences without seeing it in context, so we've placed it here against the Precision 7680 performance chassis. With the same RTX 3500 Ada generation graphics card, while the 7680 is not large by workstation standards, you can see just how much the Precision 5680 proportions have been shrunk, along with a significant weight difference in the range of up to 700 grams. It's also the first Precision model to feature aluminium produced using hydropower and 75% recycled content, reducing the carbon footprint to around 90% of the previous chassis. The new workstation focused design means that the Precision 5680 can support all the way up to Nvidia's top of the range RTX 5000 Ada generation graphics cards, along with Intel's 13th generation CPUs rated at 45 watts, up to 14 cores, and plus space for 2 SSD drives, up to 8 terabytes in total. It is worth noting that in achieving this level of power within such small confines that the RAM is not upgradable, so make sure you specify sufficient amounts of RAM at the time of purchase. We recommend 32GB as a minimum and the 64GB maximum, ideal for those dealing with more complex workflows. On the upside, this RAM is slightly faster and consumes less power than regular DDR5 RAM. The thin bezel allows Dell to squeeze the popular slightly taller 16:10 ratio 16-inch screen into a chassis more in line with a 15.6-inch laptop footprint, with options for Full HD and 4K. The webcam on this model is also Full HD with Windows Hello support for face unlocking. Measuring 353mm wide and 240mm deep, and at a starting weight of 1.91 kilograms, it sits between the size and weight of the previous 15 and 17-inch models. It is slightly thicker, but in person it's hard to spot the difference without having the two models side by side. Most will take this trade-off of increased power and the popular return of a full-size HDMI port. Alongside this, we have a 3.5mm audio jack, 2 USB-C Thunderbolt ports, optional smart card reader, SD card slots, and an optional USB-C slot. The Precision 5680 is a great addition to the family, and being purpose-built for the job has allowed Dell to push the levels of performance not previously seen in such a thin and light machine, and it truly is the best balance of power and portability in the range. Speaking of power, you can see how it gets on in our performance testing against a 3-year-old 17.3-inch high-end laptop using real-world engineering datasets later.